Okay, so we were into this PowerPoint slide, which is comprising all introductory stuff over Internet of Things. So how the internet evolved from Internet of People to Internet Things, and history of IoT. It starts from pre-internet, internet, and web services, and how all these previous internet-based services have been extensively used by people. Where social media came into existence, after which now we are in the new era of technology called where machine-to-machine communication is possible, M2M. So earlier the broader domain identified was artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence narrowed down into what is that? Machine learning. So in machine learning, we have plenty of highly technical algorithms. So, but day by day, we are enjoying with the services offered by ML, machine learning. So, some examples like many of you people almost during the pandemic phase, in the lockdown period, even in non-pandemic phase and all, you have the habit of watching much more YouTube videos or Netflix videos, anything and everything. So the moment whenever you clicked on with any some particular video about any cookery shows or any pet videos, anything, irrespective of the category, you might have viewed. But the moment whenever you had clicked on one particular category, there onwards you can able to see much more recommendations would have been listed in the right pane. Am I right or wrong? Have you ever come across that scenario? What I'm asking, girls, are all of you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm telling that whenever you were actually you were about to watch or you watch some of the video in YouTube or in Netflix, the moment whenever you have clicked some category, there onwards in the right pane you would have seen the related categorical videos. Say for example, once when you touched on the some video about some health tips, immediately the YouTube or Netflix may be coming out with much more movie ideas, but then regarding YouTube, it would have recommend you to watch some related videos. You all agree with me or not?
Ah, yes, ma'am. That it will
Not only
show randomly, ma'am.
exactly randomly, but then you can able to see it in the recommendation list. Why it is randomly showed in the sense you might have seen some other video, so in a randomized manner it would have been listed. Similarly, in online shopping and all, supposing if you are about to view some product, the product related feedback given by some other customers, the product related furthermore choices, or people used to buy along with this kind of suggestions, all these suggestions and recommendations are being made by the machine itself. Even you can ask your mom or say elder sister about some of the online shopping. Even you can have your own idea. Supposing you are the customer who keep on visiting some particular site like some what is that Mitra, um, what is some OLX or some Lime Road or Amazon, anything. So supposing if you have taken some around 5 to 10 days span of time, it is immediately asking you with your name, like whatever name you had assigned with your mail ID. Say for example, Miss PDK, something Miss XYZ. Immediately it will be popping you in the register number or in the register mail ID, it is popping you like it's been long time since you visited our store. And all these are some of the choices for your earlier search. Likewise, you will be getting, you keep on getting much more suggestions and recommendation. All these are being done only by machines. So point to be taken here is machine to machine. So how these recommendations and suggestions are being made is purely based on the data collected. Again, the data collection have been done by the system itself. So this is how machine to machine how the communication is done. And out of having this communication between machines, what all the services can be obtained or can be retrieved by the customers. So next level to this ML machine learning, we have deep learning. And this deep learning will be taken for some sort of strategical growth for any specific business or some sort of scientific analysis or some confidential applications. Likewise, it is going on. So the idea is the mother of or the parent domain for all these things are AI. And AI I mean next level of AI is led to ML, and ML is now led to DeepL. And now after DeepL, it is moving on to QL, which is quality learning. And the research and recommendations or scholarly works are being done by the scholars. Are you all getting what I'm telling? So now we are in the era of machine to machine communication. It is now our duty to know what is M2M and what is IoT. Okay. So it's simple. M2M is machines, IoT is things. Machine to machine is you will be having some high-end systems which are specifically assigned for some business or web apps. Whereas IoT is where you can expect not only these machines, in addition to that, all possible communicable devices. So here they have given a like P2P, point to point communication. So normally in networks you might have come across the end to end and point to point communication. Can anyone tell what is the difference between end to end connection and point to point connection? Other than Aishwarya, I guess remaining girls are also connected in this class. Any other than Aishwarya, please anyone tell what is point to point and what is end to end communication? No idea? Girls, all of you with me or not?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Aishwarya, always you are with me. I know. Other girls. Even that yes or no is not coming from
No,
other
ma'am.
girls. Kaushika, tell me, Kaushika. No idea? Try to say something. Point to point and end to end. Logically, I'm not asking you to tell some technical difference. Logical at least. Pooja, Abhinaya, let me
No,
mark
ma'am.
attendance. What no,
No,
ma'am?
ma'am.
Now only I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you hear me, ma'am?
1 second. Yeah, I can hear you.
Ma'am, ma'am,
Tell me, ma. Sorry.
ma'am,
Without unmuting, I actually kept on talking. Yeah, tell me, ma.
ma'am, yesterday எனக்கு absent போட்டிருக்கீங்க ma'am.
You didn't connect, right? Network
Connect
issues, maybe I can have
ஆன
some
ma'am,
mark
but
on you. That's it. But
எனக்கு
you didn't connect
network issues
yourself, right?
அதிகமா இருந்ததுனால கட்டேன்.
Illa, let me show one thing. See, our meet attendance is actually, 1 second. No worries. 11:27 you joined and 11:31 you left due to, so if this timing is lasting for almost at least for 15 to 20 minutes, we can consider. Girls, all of you, I am showing this
Okay ma'am.
for your awareness only. See, the Google Meet, it has got a feature or provision to show the arrival time and leftover time, like this. So on considering this only, we are marking your attendance. Got it, ma? And all these will be submitted to the higher authorities if at
Okay,
all
ma'am.
needed, even to the DOT or Directorate to Collegiate Education. Okay. So that's what. Let me make it clear. Okay.
Okay ma'am.
This is something extra local copy. And this is even more interesting. It will show the timing in which you people are here inside the class. Let me show. See, this green shaded line shows that how long you were there. So Abhinaya, you tried only from 11:27 to 11, some around for 4 minutes, right? So this
Yes
is
ma'am.
how we used to evaluate your attendance. So inform your girls to be very much particular about the attendance, as we are trying to cope up with the pandemic phase. We need to rely on almost all online sources, where in which we can't have any other adjustment. That is the plus as well as minus of the online based education. People will rely only on digital media. For
Ma'am, I
example,
joined, ma'am.
Deepalakshmi now only you joined. Anyhow, the meet is recording everything. I'll show the
Okay,
attendance
ma'am.
little later. It will show the arrival time as well as the time in which you left everything together. Okay, so as in the
Okay,
regular
ma'am.
classes, in offline classes, you will be marked with late attendance, absentee, everything. If in a case, if we faculty members have been asked to submit the attendance, we will be submitting on the basis of this Google Meet attendance.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
so this
Okay,
is the
ma'am.
very second class. We can have no issues. Now, anyone tell what is point to point and end to end? No one, no idea? Okay, let
No
me
ma'am.
tell at least by now, make a note. Simply, the non-technical example is, supposing if you want to communicate from A to Z, then that is end to end. If you are making your communication between A to B, B to C, C to D, then that is point to point, simply. And you can have some sort of scenario in which all these alphabets A, B, C would have been assigned for some communicable devices, and those communicable devices between one on one attention, then it will be called as point to point, and one end to other end it will be end to end. Okay, so M2M is point to point. Point to point is one particular machine to another particular machine, another machine. And all those machines usually embedded within a hardware at the customer site. Whereas IoT is devices communicating using IP networks, incorporating with varying communication protocols. So IP network, in which layer you can see the IP? IP can be seen in which layer, ma? Which is the, what is IP?
Ma'am, IP address only no, ma'am. In which layer in the sense, how, ma'am, you're
What is
asking?
IP? What is IP? In OSI reference model, you have plenty of protocols, and one such protocol is IP. What is IP and in which layer it is residing? OSI reference model.
IP is on packet, ma'am. Sending message, packet sending message.
Yeah, packet, you're logically correct. What is IP? IP stands for?
Internet protocol.
Internet protocol.
Internet
Internet
protocol,
protocol
ma'am.
resides in which layer? How many layers are there in OSI?
7 layers.
Open system.
7, ma'am.
Oh, good. Then in which layer IP is wrapped off?
Network layer.
Good. Who answered actually?
Kaushika, ma'am.
Good, Kaushika.
Thank you, ma'am.
So you have 7 layers. Bottommost is physical layer, and physical layer is completely responsible for transmitting bit streams, zeros and ones through guided or unguided media. That's it. Over. And above that, you have data link layer, where in which you have two different major protocols, MAC and LLC. What is it, MAC? Medium access control. Make a note at least by now. And LLC is logical link control. Not only these protocols, some more protocols are associated, but these are all some predominant protocols occupied or residing in various other layers. And in network layer, it is internet protocol. And on top of that, on top of network layer, which layer is there? On top of network layer, it's transport layer, and two different protocols available are TCP and UDP, transmission control protocol and user datagram protocol. And above that, you have session and presentation layer. Session and presentation layer completely, session is responsible for token management, and what are all the protocols associated with token management, it will be taken care. And presentation layer completely deals with syntax and semantics of the data passed by. And on top of all these layers, you have application layer. Whatever services you are availing from internet, it is possible by means of the protocols which are there in application layer. Example, your HTTP, your HTTPS, your SSL, your FTP, your telnet. Okay, always have these stuff resisted in your mind whenever you are dealing with network based papers like IoT, mobile communication, wireless communication, mobile programming, wireless sensor networks, computer networks, cryptography and network security. These are all some similar pool in which we need to dive on. You all get it, ma? At least by now you all made a note on this.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Good, good, good. See, devices communicating using IP networks incorporating with varying communication protocols. One thing I need to tell you, girls, if it is point to point, all 7 layers will be involved in the communication. If it is end to end, only the end nodes 7 layers will be active. Remaining intermediary nodes, 3 layers alone will be inactive. You would have seen one picture in computer network Tannenbaum textbook how the data communication is done. N nodes will be shown with all the 7 layers in both the sides, source and destination side. Who are all the intermediary nodes will be having only 3 layers, that is physical, data link, and network layer alone. So point to be noted there is end to end, the end node 7 layers will be in an active mode. Remaining intermediary nodes will be with only 3 layers active. You're all getting me what I'm telling? So only devices will be communicating using IP networks, network layer level, till that level only. You all getting me, ma? So some of you even now suggested like packets are taken for packet communication. So that's what packet is, the data unit of network layer. Since because only the network layer into data transmission, it will be communicate using the IP network. So it has got some points. So only I'm telling. I don't know how many of you got it clearly. All of you getting what I'm telling?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
நான் என்ன
ma'am.
சொன்னேன் சொல்லுங்க ஐஸ்வர்யா. You tell me ஐஸ்வர்யா what I told.
மேம் அந்த OSI லேயர்ஸ் அதை பத்தி தான் மேம் சொன்னீங்க.
அதை பத்தி சொன்ன கான்செப்ட் என்ன புரியுதுன்னு எனக்கு தெரியல. One second, let me try showing. This is what. Can you able to see here at least the blurred version of this? This is what I meant to say. This is actually the 7 layers with one end node, and the other side the other 7 layers. In between these are all the intermediary nodes. Both source and destination side end-to-end systems only, all 7 layers will be active. To all the remaining intermediary nodes, only these 3 layers will be communicating till the network layer level. So only through IP networks in IoT the communication is done. All of you getting by now at least?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
To some level? See, everywhere this has been showed like what is that shaded thing. That means from point to point node, the intermediary nodes, only the 3 layers will be active. End to end mattumda all 7 layers will be. Okay. So let's move on to the stuff. Many devices use cellular or wired networks. Make a note, cellular or wired networks. So this is to achieve this M2M, it is expected to have wired networks to some extent. Whereas in IoT, data delivery is relayed through a middle layer hosted in the cloud. So here actually came the what is that the new technical giant called cloud is entering. So what is the use of this cloud? Cloud is a separate architecture wherein which you need not own anything. Instead, you can hire and whatever it may be the service required. So similarly, in IoT, we are in need of n number of resources like platform, software, hardware, anything and everything, even database. So instead of owning, we will be hiring, or how much ever is required to that amount we will be taking. So IoT based applications for larger level, for larger scale, it requires some sort of cloud support. And devices do not necessarily rely on the internet connection. M2M is even the systems which are connected in the laboratory, it can communicate between. So it need not rely on internet, whereas IoT purely it is completely, it is 100% relying on internet connectivity. Limited integration options, as devices must have corresponding communication standards. So limited integration, why this integration given? Integration is nothing but here between systems, how we are trying to integrate the system components. So that is limited, whereas in IoT you can communicate and connect with n number of devices. Unlimited integration options, but requires a solution that can manage all of the communications. So here and there we will be discussing about much more standards for communications, like standards are nothing but again the algorithms or policies associated or associated with communications. Okay. So one simple scenario, IoT, people can connect with things. What are all the things? Your mobile phone, any web service which is specifically, maybe this web service can be taken for weather prediction and some data storage with the settings control and some home premises. Your home premises may be having some smart home solutions like CCTV and with some other board like Arduino or Raspberry Pi would have been taken for your all your electrical and electronical appliances control, anything and everything. And the person who is on move can have the control over all these things simply by means of IoT. How? See, in this picture they have shown one sensor is connected which is actually monitoring the motion, and two more in the legs also, and even some health based sensor is wrapped off in his body itself, then that is ECG sensor. And you might have come across the smartwatches. It has got plenty of features like it will keep on monitoring the number of steps you moved on, and how much is your blood pressure level, and how what's your heartbeat count per minute, and likewise plenty of features. Not only that, smartwatches are even being tied with your mobile phones, and supposing in Bluetooth mode your smartwatch can very well be connected with your smartphones, and wherever you're on move the alert can be seen in your smartwatch likewise. And for one thing to be always kept in mind, see here, the connectivity is established in ad hoc mode. What is ad hoc? Ad hoc is on demand. This is what I used to say, the three lines, the symbol or icon which is taken for Wi-Fi and all, which is purely wireless, and which symbolizes that it is on demand. Whenever it is needed, the connectivity established. If not, the connectivity will be released. So this is about people connecting with things. And next comes how IoT is taken for day-to-day life. The vehicle on move. The two different properties yesterday I had told, right, for wireless communication. It's about user mobility and the device portability. Make a note on these two features, not features, criterions for wireless communication. The user is always expected to be on move. That is user mobility, and device is about again the user can take his device wherever he is moving. Device portability and user mobility. Okay. So this is how this is expected. I mean, the same thing here in this vehicle, the GPS based gadget has been incorporated, and once when it is taken, it is capable of receiving signals from wherever we are. We might have experienced all these things in our day-to-day thing. Whenever we are availing any cab service, it is showing in which route you need to move on, and simultaneously, if any other user is trying to get the service, he may be interrupting, and the device is expected to be on move also. Okay. So how it is getting done? Everything, the in and around technical specification, we will be discussing in the forthcoming chapters. So in this image, 3G is shown. Nowadays it is 4G also. I leave one job to you people. It's about what's the I mean, you come out with the 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G spec. What's the difference between first generation, second generation, third and fourth, and check whether any more recommendations available for further level generations. I guess fifth generation is under launch. It's under what I can say. They are about to launch the 5G based network devices. So check for all the options. For each and every generation, you please be ready with one line description. Will you all do that?
Ma'am,
Girls, will
in
you all
the
do that?
next class, ma'am, as an assignment, ma'am, this one.
No. Assignment, I'll be drilling you, drill you people something. This is just for information sake. 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G. check whether any more solutions are available for 5G now. One line description. Explore it online and you come out in the class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
So unlocking the massive potential of IoT simply reduce cost, new revenue stream, create innovative services, and improve performance. All these are out of IoT based applications. What are all the advanced or strengths can be achieved, taken. And these are all some sort of looming opportunity can be taken for application side also. You have for consumer, what are all the services possible for retail business, for medical, for military, for industrial, for automotive, for environmental, for agriculture. For agriculture, many foreign countries, they are using this IoT in an extensive mode. They are using the sensors for soil analysis. So on fixing some sensor into the soil, they'll come to know what sort of soil it is and what sort of crops uh, yield can be taken out of that soil. Likewise, much more recommendations with the simple sensor they're deriving, and accordingly they are improving their agriculture. What can I say? Agriculture based services. And for environmental, species tracking, weather prediction, resource management, automotive is parking, traffic flow. This parking even in some of the Western countries, they have they have implemented the finest solution for this parking lots. So idea is layer wise parking. And even in Chennai, last last but the previous week, Ananagar Times, I happened to gone through one article saying that in 13th main road of Annanagar, in one particular flats, they had implemented the layered, not layered, some, how can we call it as elevator based parking lot system for a particular flats. Earlier, the flats had been, I mean, they are with some six owners, and earlier there were only two cars. There's no problem, but right now almost all flat owners they have got the cars. So they found one elevator based parking system, so in which it is implemented in on one particular flat itself, for which they got the CMD approval. And the picture, they, if possible, I'll share the picture also. So that is a kind of, again, a IoT based service, where in which the space management is being extensively taken care and the proper solution is given to the parking lot. Likewise, we can have much more applications. And one best part out of all this IoT is we can have whatever service is needed, we can develop our own solutions. So that's about IoT. And again, application, simply just have a look over this diagram. Zoom out your screen and see. This is the smart home scenario. You have all electrical and electronical appliances, lights, speakers, window shades, laptop, TV, tablet, and a garage door, exterior lighting, and this entire house, since because it is been equipped with the IoT based, the CCTV with any smart electronic gadget. See, even irrigation system, video surveillance, door lock, Wi-Fi router. It has the smart home has got some 2 floors. So all these can be controlled over a smartphone or a tablet. One and only requirement is all these must be connected with the internet. And even this is one example, like smart egg tray. So this is egg minder syncs with your smartphone to tell how many eggs you have got at home and when they are going bad. So I don't know whether it is needed or not, but then small recommendation or small finding. And smart washing machine. Smart washing machine, even now fully automated washing machines are there, but then the smart Aqualities is the first Indesit company washing machine designed to be integrated in smart ecosystems covering a wide range of use cases. So we need to go for extensive study about the smart activities and smart lighting. So based on the brightness, the natural brighter level, maybe in the winter seasons, you are in need of some more brighter thing, and maybe in the sun, summer season, we don't want that to be. So the brightness of the bulbs can be controlled remotely. And smart AC, based on the required temperature, it can be controlled remotely through your smartphone. And smart sleep system, which will keep on monitoring about your sleep cycle, may not be used for us, but for the elders. The geriatric care can be given to the elders. And smart weather station, smart slow cooker, smart garbage cans, smart gardening. One of our student, as part of her technical seminar and report writing paper, she has taken smart gardening, and she covered the coverage was wonderful. She covered almost all possible sensors, and out of those sensors, what are all the possible benefits can be obtained. Likewise, the study had been taken. It was wonderful. If I'm right, two different girls, one girl concentrated on smart waste management, the other one with smart gardening. She's Lata with smart gardening, and Lekha with smart waste management. So again, applications in the transportation side. And this is the case study. BMTC is some metropolitan transport corporation in some western country. How the IoT is been wrapped off and how it is controlled remotely. It's been taken. And in business, IoT is concentrating, will be supporting on logistics, product design, warehouse. Warehouse is data warehouse as well as the godown product warehouse and manufacturing unit. And finally, the architecture. Anyhow, we will be dealing this architecture in the forthcoming chapter in detail, but then make a note on there are four layers again. Like in your TCP, IP, and OSI, we have four layers. Bottommost layer will have all sensing and identification related devices. On top, network, where in which you can have all communicable devices, your antennas, your towers, your routers. This into mark, it is indicating that it's routers. And wireless PAN is personal area network, and wireless LAN, anything and everything, all network construction. On top of that, information processing. So where you are in need of data centers, search engines, smart decision to be made, information security, data mining, complete backend support of data collection or data collected for any smart business solutions decisions. On top of it, integrated application, where in which you can have the smart web, smart grid, green building, smart transport, and what is that? Environmental monitor to predict the weather and all such things. So all these are some four layers, bottom to top. Sensing and identification, network construction, information processing, and integrated applications. Right? With this, we'll wind up for today. And we will be moving on to architecture. And prior to that, we should discuss on this. We should have the discuss on IoT technologies, for which I'll be taking some other material. Okay?